Boom. All right, Gabe, it's all you. I'm going to mute us.
Yeah.
And excited to hear this. Yay.
Papagena, Papagena, Papagena. Weibchen, Täubchen, meine Schöne, vergebens. Ach, sie ist verloren, ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Ich plauderte, und das war schlecht, und drum geschieht es mir schon recht, Seit ich gekostet diesen Wein, seit ich das schöne Weibchen sah, so brennt im Herz das Kämmelein, so swickt's hier, so swickt's da. Papagena, nettes Weibchen, Papagena, liebes Täubchen. Es ist umsonst, es ist vergebens, müde bin ich meines Lebens, sterben macht der Lieb ein Held, wenn's im Herzen noch so brennt. Diesen Baum da will ich zieren, mir ein in den Hals zu schlieren, weil das Leben mir missfällt. Gute Nacht, du schwarze Welt, weil du böse an mir handelst, mir kein schönes Kind zubandest, so wie's aus, so sterbe ich. Schöne Mädchen, denkt an mich, schöne Mädchen, denkt an mich. Will sich eine mich armen, ich hänge noch erbarmen, und so lass ich's diesmal sein. Rufet nur ja oder nein, rufet nur ja oder nein. Keine hört mich, alles stille, alles stille, also ist es euer Wille. Papageno frisch hinauf, endet einen Lebenslauf. Papageno frisch hinauf, endet einen Lebenslauf. Nun, ich warte noch, es sei, ich warte noch, nun, es sei, bis warte mit 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nun wohlan, bleibt dabei. Nun wohlan, es bleibt dabei. Weil mich nichts zurückhält. Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt. Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt.
We're like, how time. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You got the voice for that.
Mm-hmm. No
It's
problem.
Really,
it's
really,
easy.
really, really easy.
It's easy for you, yeah?
Super easy for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the first question we always ask is, how can we help you with this? We have ideas, but what would you like to focus on? Because we don't have a time.
So I've sang this before,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm reworking it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With some newer things. So sometimes it feels a little stacked because of the German. And not that German is a hard language for me, but it's Papageno. He's all over the place. And so finding a sense of calm even while he's running his mouth, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Well, the first thing, I mean, I would say, first of all, you can go at this from two different directions, which either you can figure out kind of which direction to come at it from. Because Papageno was, as I'm sure you know, it was written for an actor, not a singer. right? So it is all about the text.
Yes.
It's all about the text. Now, to have text and vocalism, at that point, everybody works differently. So some people come at it from text first, and then I really get that text how I need it, and then I get the vocalism in that. Other people come from the vocalism part first to kind of track through the aria, and then really clarify once they have that physical vocal track through it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And so for you, what do you think is a better approach for what you're doing, especially since you're reworking it and you have found a new kind of vocal or technical freedom of late?
Yeah, I'm always coming from the perspective of the voice first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I totally get that. That's where everybody works differently. I do that too. I come from voice first, and then I really try and be then clear with the text. So,
yes.
Especially if you're coming from, you're finding new kind of either kind of freedom, support.
Yeah, just different sensations in my body. And I think Norman and we talked about this whole compression feeling.
Yes.
This is just a newer thing for me. So
yeah. That's good. Okay, well then let's go. Should we do the top, or you want to do
I was actually thinking.
It's kind of somewhere in the middle.
I agree with what Norman is saying, and I think that as you grow more comfortable, there needs to be more differentiation between the different sections, just for you, just to show all the different facets that you have.
Yeah.
And I would actually love to start after he's kind of given up, because the tendency there will be when we're trying to convey sadness, to actually let go of the support when it's actually the part we need to support the most. We lose tension instead of more tension, in the good way, not the bad way. Eins, zwei, drei. So what I want you to imagine, so I want to start from nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei. I want you to imagine, nun wohl an, das bleibt dabei.
Yep.
And to keep that suspension. And there's a question about compression. We'll talk about compression after Gabe's session. But we'll definitely talk about it.
And also let's try that. Let's go for that first. Yeah. So just sing that first phrase. Sing the first two phrases. Nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei. Nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei. Sing those first two phrases.
Because that's actually kind of where you get to be like, look at me, I'm a Schubert singer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're singing leader.
Yeah, it's the most vocal part of the aria.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Okay, let's put you back on.
Should I start?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei.
Can we do this? Nun wohl an. A little bit more lift in your soft palate, just a little bit more height. An, nun wohl an. It's actually an, not an on. I know we don't like that because we like round sounds, but German, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can do it.
Nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei. Nun wohl an, es bleibt dabei.
Beautiful.
Weil mich nichts zurückhält.
Yes.
Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt.
Yes.
Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt.
Yes. Okay.
Good.
Can I hear more? When you're singing your U vowels in German, really enjoy that. Gute Nacht. Let it go all the way back here before you do the T. Really, like, super milk that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, you can when you're in here, you can really enjoy those consonants.
Yeah.
Gute Nacht, du
You suddenly transform. You suddenly become.
I mean, I should just have you sing it for me, Norman.
No, come on.
It's
kidding? It's awesome, dude.
It's your Fischer Discount moment.
Yeah, it's your Fischer Discount moment. That's right. You can literally really and take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush
Yeah.
to stay in rhythm
Yes.
there. So that you really feel how the vocalism feels with taking that time with the text.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's beautiful. I want to do this, and I want to
It's
contrast.
really beautiful,
I want to
buddy.
do this, and I want to contrast with the very beginning. So let's just try this one more time, because that's, I mean, it's pretty much, you just pretty much did what we said. So, all right.
Yeah, he
so
literally was like, yeah, and boom, did it.
All right.
It's like, there's nothing. Okay.
No, that was bad.
Ooh.
Nun wohlan, es bleibt dabei.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nun wohlan, es bleibt dabei. Weil mich nichts zurückhält.
Yes.
Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt.
Yes.
Gute Nacht, du falsche Welt.
Great.
Beautiful.
That's gorgeous. Okay, so let's.
That's great. How does that feel?
Grand.
Feel easy for you? It feels easy for you, yeah?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's contrast that with the very opening.
Mm-hmm.
To get the
geez.
different feels. It's okay. You can do it. Papagena, Papagena, Papagena.
Okay.
Yeah, just energy.
Okay.
Yay.
Papagena, Papagena, Papagena.
Lum, bum, bum, brum.
Veilchen, Täubchen, meine Söhne, vergebens. Ach, sie ist verloren. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Ich plauderte. Und das war schlecht. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht.
Okay, so there you have an opportunity to say, you know, I'm doing all the text, but I can still phrase like this.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. Yeah.
So I would do, just me personally, just at this very ending. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht. Drum geschieht es mir schon recht. Because you don't really have to take a breath. You just have to show that there's a comma there.
Okay.
You don't need to take a breath there. You've got great breath control. So that would just be a stylish thing to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're just kind of repeating the same thought anyway. There doesn't have to be like a new onset or anything. It's also like tiring to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
That thing. And then let's do that, and then let's just go and clean up the text like a slight amount in the phrase that precedes that. Okay.
Cool.
You got it. Yeah.
Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht. Drum geschieht es mir schon recht.
Yeah.
That's good.
Exactly.
Good. All right. So can you just say the text one time? Ach, sie ist verloren. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Ich plauderte. That's why I don't sing this role, okay? And I'm the girl. Oh my gosh.
It's so much text. It's crazy.
Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. So
For
should
real.
I say it? Should I say it in
Say
rhythm
it first,
or?
and we even have an Austrian here. We have Daniel here, so he can even help us if he so wishes.
Yeah.
Look, Daniel, chime in if you want. I mean,
He also does
everything.
not have to.
So, ach, sie ist verloren. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren.
Yes.
Plauderte, und das war schlecht. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht. Drum geschieht es mir schon recht.
Yeah. Just for my ear, I'd like to hear more plauderte, a bit more there.
Plauderte.
Ich plauderte. Zum Plaudern is like, you know,
Yeah.
like, to complain, right? Ach, sie ist verloren. Yeah, that's good. So just when you're singing this, because of the uncomfortable place where that text happens, because it's like annoying, there's a lot to organize, just make sure you're really singing on the vowels, but spit out those consonants. Can we just hear that phrase one more time from Ach, sie ist verloren? Verloren, blah, blah. Sorry. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Ach, sie ist verloren. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Ich plauderte.
Yes.
Und das war schlecht. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht.
Yes. That's really good. If I was just being picky, which why not? Because you can do it. I would like to hear Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. I'd like to hear just a bit more punctuation there. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Unglück schon geboren.
Okay.
Unglück is, oh, all right. That's me saying that your time is up already somehow, but whatever. Just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, try. Yeah, do it.
Let me get my note here. Ich bin zum Unglück schon. No. Ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Ich plauderte.
Ja.
Und das war schlecht. Und drum geschieht es mir schon recht.
Yeah, it's really good. Daniel, do you have anything to say about this quickly? I'm trying to unmute you, and I'm not doing it successfully. I don't know why. Unmute the audio. You're muted. Hi, you're muted. I don't know why. There we go.
There,
Oh, now I muted you again. Okay, you unmute yourself. Sorry. Okay, there.
There you
Now,
go.
go.
Okay, here I am. No, I can. I just agree with what you said, that consonants in German, singing with German is generally really important. Like in Italian, you always have the vocals and everything, the vowels, and in German, the consonants are a big part. So it's really important to really articulate those.
Would you like to say the text once for Gabriel so he has it from a true Salzburger Austrian?
I was just searching my score, but I don't have it here. So.
Don't you have it memorized?
You should know this by heart.
No, I
I
didn't.
was gonna say, isn't this like, don't they take away your
Austrian card.
citizenship if you don't have the Zauberflöte like memorized?
I can't find it right now.
Well, anyway, ach, sie ist verloren, ich bin zum Unglück schon geboren. Say it better than me. Anyway, it's your language.
What was it again? Nah, but like really, I have to have it in my.
Okay.
That's
Fine.
okay. All right.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Prepared.
No, you're good.
You're fine. Okay,
That's
Gabriel,
right.
that is an awesome role for you. You're going to be so
It's
cute
great.
and also super funny.
It's easy. It's musical. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's great, buddy.
Yeah,
It's great.
Fantastic. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Are you? Yeah. Oh, so I'll ask you later. Oh, so,
Okay.
Awesome, buddy.
Thank you. Congratulations. All right. So who do we have next? Unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Who's next?
I think it's me.
It's you.
I believe it's me.
Hi, Natacha.
So, hi, everyone. I guess I'll just do like Gabe and talk about myself quickly. I am a soprano. I've been singing for just over 2 years, so I'm a little baby. And today I'll be singing Una Donna 15 anni from Cosi, tutte. And this role is a role that I'm exploring. I might have an opportunity to sing it for school-related projects. But so we're trying to figure out if it suits me or not. So we'll see today. I'm hoping Suna can give me some insight.
So the thing with Despina, just to keep in mind, is there's different tastes in the different continents. And so I have seen a tendency to cast this more with an older singer. Oh, we have Cosi tutte right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We don't need it on the.
All these I was getting up on my iPad. All right, great. All these operas that we don't sing anymore. And so you have to keep that in mind, depending on where you're auditioning. I have noticed that in North America, they prefer a younger person with a lighter voice, and somehow in Europe, they somehow prefer that the Dorabella Fiordiligi are younger than the Despina. So that's really a taste thing, and that's just like general information for all of you guys to know that. The last time that we did it together, we had, I think, somebody in their like 50s, and the director was Peter Konvichny. So if you don't know who that is, you can just Google him. And he actually wouldn't even allow her to almost sing.
Yeah.
And he made her do the recitative, like, how does it go? It was in German, oh my gosh. But anyway, we did it in German also.
It was in German, yeah.
Like that. And the audience was like scandalized. So just so you know, with these De Ponte operas, so much can happen. He is like kind of crazy, but we had a great time. We did so many productions with him. Yeah, but it's a trip for sure. Yeah, we can talk about that another time. So, okay, Natasha, super excited to hear you do this. It's in the first act.
Yep.
Have you got it for me? You do not have it for me. What were you doing that whole time?
I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Una Donna, 15 anni.
There it is. That's what I couldn't remember.
I don't remember where this comes. It comes like after she has her big freak out moment.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Norman will
I'll
get
keep
that,
searching.
and I
Go
will just
for it.
listen since I, know it. But
Yeah.
I like having the music like Daniel. So,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
girl, excited.
All right, go for
Get
it.
it, get it. Boom.
Okay, so I have the music here.
Wonderful.
Hopefully it won't be too loud.
Beginning of second act. Oh yeah, duh. I was in the second act, right? Oh yeah, the other one. In Womani's in the first act. Thanks,
There- oh, I was
Buga.
looking in the wrong
Buga
place.
girl. Thank you.
Okay, here you go.
Yes.
Did you do the timer?
Una donna 15 anni, dei saperoni gran moda, dove il diavolo ha la coda, cosa è bene e mal cos'è, dei saperi maliziette, che innamorano gli amanti, fingir risa, fingir piante, inventare i bei perché. Fingir risa, fingir piante, inventare i bei perché. In un momento dar retta a 100, con le pupille parlar con 1000, dar svegli a tutte, sia belli o brutti, saper nascondersi senza confondersi, senza arrossire, saper mentire, saper mentire. Piccola regina dall'alto soglio, colpo suo e voglio farsi ubbidir. Piccola regina, colpo suo e voglio farsi ubbidir. Porca abbia il gusto di tal dottrina, viva de spina, che sa servir, che sa servir. In un momento dar retta a 100, con le pupille parlar con 1000, dar svegli a tutti, sien belli o brutti, saper nascondersi senza confondersi, senza arrossire, saper mentire, saper mentire. Piccola regina dall'alto soglio, colpo suo e voglio farsi ubbidir. Piccola regina, colpo suo e voglio farsi ubbidir. Piccola regina dall'alto soglio, colpo suo e voglio, colpo suo e voglio. Colpo suo e voglio farsi ubbidir, sì, farsi ubbidir, sì, farsi ubbidir. Porca mia angosto di tal dottrina, viva di sfida che sa servir, viva di sfida che sa servir, viva di sfida che sa servir, che sa servir, che sa servir.
You have such a wonderful way of expressing when you're singing, and I can't believe you've only been singing for 2 years.
Yeah, it's easy.
Really well done.
Beautiful.
Really, really, really well done. Okay.
Just like quickly, I've played violin for like 9 years, and then I studied French horn for like 8 years. so that's why.
Very good. Yeah. No, it's excellent. Okay. All right. So what's going to be the best thing to do with this aria? It's pretty long. How can we help you today? What would be the most useful thing for you? Do you want to dive in with what we noticed, or?
Yeah, I think that would be good just to see like what the audience would take in.
All right. I think just as a general note, because the tone production is very pretty, there needs to be a bit more connection to the breath. And that just comes with practice and good information. So don't stress about that.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yep.
And you can have a lot more fun with it.
Okay.
I know that you're singing for a bunch of strangers and you don't know what we're going to say, but this is like a space just to have a lot of fun. And let me just see here. It repeats and repeats and repeats. So let's, what do you think would be the best place to start, Norman?
Just, I think at the very beginning of the aria, I think you can, how can we, because I'm so sorry, you're stuck playing with like this track. And
that's
Gabe,
right.
And so, but when when you're working on it, or when you're with your pianist, you can start it, I think you can start a little quicker.
Yeah.
Una Donna, quindi
I think, I think a conductor would probably, because it's andante, but for your voice and because you're still learning it, you want to move the tempo there. I think once you got into the next section, that was totally fine.
Then it moves and it has a different impulse.
In the allegretto, but you want to have the allegretto already in the andante, so it just moves. So okay, let's just take it from the top. And this is always the temptation, like with Mozart is so funny because it is very much writing. It's vocal writing, but it's like your voice becomes an instrument. It's not like, we're going to hear a bunch of Puccini after this. It's not like that. This kind of writing has to have a seamless line. And are you not hearing?
Buga says she's not.
Can everybody hear? Just say, like, wave if you can hear.
Can everybody hear?
Okay, good. All right, Buga girl, it's just you, but I trust it'll be okay. I'm sorry. So when you're starting these phrases, Mozart is so deceptively hard because we're looking for like an immaculate legato, but at the same time all the text and a lot of engagement. So it's like a huge assignment. All right. So don't worry. I'm just telling you so you've got the info.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to do it now.
No.
All right. So let's just take it from the top again, and we'll just clean a few things up.
With accompaniment or not?
No, let's take it. Let's take a bit of a up tempo, and then if we get to the allegretto, then we can have it again if that's not too hard.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you.
Yep.
Very pretty. Okay, so in Italian, it's not like German. In German, we emphasize like every syllable. I mean, well, according to how the word is spoken. But in Italian, we have to Abphrasierung.
Phrase off.
Phrase off.
Phrase off.
So we're looking for it has to be a bit more elegant, and it's like lilting. It's like a dance. So you don't have to emphasize every note the same. Sorry, just from a technical standpoint.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Okay, are you nervous?
A bit, but yeah.
Shake it off, shake it off. Okay.
Okay.
You're good. All right, so these little, Despina has all these little grace notes, and these are her little sexy sort of nudges at the girls, and then also like to endear her to the audience. So you have to milk it so hard. All right. So almost like a trill. And it's written in there for you. And every time you see that, it's like a little flirtation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. Can we just hear from Dove il diavolo alla coda?
Yep.
Very good. Okay, so Despina is offering them different options, right? Finger riso, finger piante. Finger riso, finger piante. So we have to differentiate between those two things, and that is part of the fun of this role. It's just like Papageno, you have to be as comfortable acting as singing. So it's very demanding, actually. And Despina, guys, it is a very demanding role, actually. It seems like deceptively easy, but you sort of run the show, and especially with the recitativi, and that's a whole other situation. But for any of you guys who ever want to sing that role, just keep that in mind. Anyway, okay, so let's just present two different ideas. I'm not going to tell you what they should be, but just have it in mind to present two different ideas, because it will, everything happens here first. This is just a general note for all singers present. Everything happens here first. If I don't first think it, whatever comes out here, it's not going to be necessarily the expression that I wanted, because I didn't plan it. So we have to plan the expression in advance, all right? So you pick whatever riso is going to look and sound like, and whatever piante is going to look and sound like, and it's up to you, because
You're singing it.
you're singing and you're the artist,
That's right.
Okay.
right? Okay, I love that. So can we go back from De saper le maliziete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dei saperli maliziette che innamorano le amanti, finger riso, finger piante.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was good?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
That was great.
Absolutely.
That was great. Okay, okay, okay. I
right.
love that. Okay. I have a question for you. What when you're thinking about I don't want to say placement, because that's a really crap word. What's a better word for placement?
What do you want to ask her? Like
Well,
what?
I just want to ask a little bit where some of these A vowels are resonating.
Okay. Where are you thinking about in the middle? Where are you thinking about, like, either the direction of the sound or the space?
Where the voice is
Where the
resonating.
voice is resonating, where the voice is riding. Where do
Yes.
you think about that?
I always try to think of it as if like my mouth is domed. So
Huh?
in that dome, but
Back here?
thinking, yeah, like in the middle, like here,
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but taking the sound forward. Like the sound is not going to
Yeah.
go up.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And
Okay.
what's so funny is, like, when you hear your speaking voice, it is very dark
Yeah,
and
it
very
is.
low.
Your voice is
And
very
so I
low.
don't find enough correlation between, not that it's always going to sound the same, because some people with extremely
Okay.
high voices have
Low voice.
low voice
speaking
when they
voices.
speak.
Yeah.
But I think we need more of what's naturally in your voice when you're speaking. So can we mess with your vowels a little bit, like in
We
front
can,
of all
yeah.
people?
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. Hey guys,
Okay.
Maya, just raise your hand about messing with the vowels. Yeah, she knows about that.
Yeah.
I want you, just like for the first phrase, we don't have to do it the whole time. I want you to like make the most for your perception, all right? Over dark, like hooty sound you can make. And like, but we're not going to stay there. I just
Yeah.
want to do it to like mess with you a little bit, okay? Because I bet that we're going to hear something and it's not as dark as you think it is, all right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the first phrase.
Just, yeah, or any,
Yeah.
actually any place up to what we've done up until now, you can choose
Wherever
it.
you
But I
like.
just was like,
Yeah.
being lazy, saying the first phrase, whatever
Okay.
you want, wherever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, did you guys hear a huge change in her sound? Did it sound over dark? Did it sound too far back? Did it sound rounder to you? It sounded rounder to me.
No.
How did it feel, Natasha?
It sounds like I'm fabricating something, which
Okay.
I don't know if I should or not.
Okay, all right.
I understand that, because what will happen is, at least to my ear, what'll happen if I'm gonna sing Una Donna, because we want to be very accurate with the text, we'll go Una Donna 15 anni, but that actually pulls us out of the line of the voice if we go too far.
Yeah.
Because what we want to create those vowels through the line of the voice, not from the voice.
Okay.
Right? So I want to go Una Donna
Okay, yeah, I got it.
15 anni. Yeah, does that make sense?
And I'm excited for you to hear the playback because you're going to hear it's like, it's not.
Not that different.
No.
It's beautiful, and you hear every vowel. It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's very clear. Okay.
But that's just, you don't have to stay there. I just wanted to just, with everybody present, be like, does that sound too dark? Because we do get into like some people do that, and then it's like, oh, no, no,
Yeah, we don't.
which is like, we don't want that.
That's
we
not
don't,
what
we don't want to sound like
that's not what we're going
a
for.
million years old. But it is the difference between Una Donna qui and Una Donna. We're just trying to find that place where it goes all the way back. But I mean, I think this is a good aria for you to work on.
Beautiful.
I just want to get one more thing because my timer's like, your time is up, but we talk so much that I want to make sure that we get to hear you a little bit more. Can we just hear it? De in un momento dare t'accento. And I want a different idea with every phrase.
Okay, and should I try the darker sound? Well,
You only what you want.
Yeah. Right now, just do your thing and think about differentiating the phrases.
okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Really good job, Natasha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, and I just want to hear like a little bit more like mentire, like that's a new world.
Okay, okay.
And like just think you are trying to put your hand in the cookie jar and you know you're not supposed to. That kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, that's the first thing I think of. I'm sorry.
That multiple times, so it's okay.
Good.
Okay.
Can we just go senza arrossire, saper mentire, saper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Senza arrossire, saper mentire, saper mentire.
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's going to be the key for you when you're studying this aria more is just to encourage you to find a new idea. And I'll write crazy things on my score. I'll write like a color, or I'll write an idea, or I'll write, I at some point I switch from thinking pure technique to something that's going to trigger expression because the technique is ingrained. So I think that's going to be fun for you to just find that roadmap through the aria. And certain little vocal things that you feel like, oh, I wish it was a little bit this or a little bit that, it will actually correct itself in finding the proper expression, because this isn't very high. You're not having to think like, where is my voice resonating? What is this? It's not like you have to go, oh, where's the passaggio? Like, no, it's a speaking range aria. So that is really the way through it for you to find the most flexibility. Yep. But I think it's really pretty, and you're going to be really funny, and just feel free.
Yeah. Feel free to have as much imagination as possible.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Yay.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right.
Who's next?
Buga, does your sound work, girl?
Yeah. Does it sound okay?
All right.
Good.
Is it Buga time?
Not that I know of.
All right. I wrote the
Who's singing next?
Hang on a second. I wrote the order
I'm
down.
the fourth one, so someone
Sarah.
is before me.
Okay. So is it
I
Sarah?
thought it's me.
Sarah!
Sarah!
Yeah! All right. Hang on a second. So tell us about you.
I'm 27 years old. I'm a soprano, and currently I'm singing with the Konzertvereinigung Wiener Staatsopernchor for the Salzburg Festival. But unfortunately, no operas, but at least Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, so that's cool.
Great.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, but it depends if you want to know something more.
Okay, and so you said that Quando me vo is like relatively new for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just started 1.5 weeks ago, so it's really, really, really new. Right. So the text is not super sure. I kind of know it by heart, but maybe some words are not totally on point.
Well,
So,
Daniel just ran and got his score, so he's ready to be your souffleur.
okay, thank
But
you.
also, if you want to use your music, obviously, I think you're using your music, right? So just don't worry about that. And
I have it with me, but I like more to sing by heart because then you can.
as you like.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Well, then let's just get started.
Mhm.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna mute us because I don't want to. Here we go.
I have a little playback on piano on my. Yeah. Okay.
Ed assa ora allor la bramosia sottil che dagli occhi prospera e dalle silenzi intende sa alle occulte verità. Così le fluvio del disegno tutta magia che legge, che fa, che dice, che fa.
Okay, how did that feel? Talk to us about how that felt.
Sorry?
How did that feel?
I got a little bit nervous,
Yeah.
but actually I really like this area and I think it fits really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just start working on it, and it's on some points, especially on the last page, I have some spots where it's not
Hard.
on the right place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I'm here.
Very good.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's see. Well, let's try something at the very beginning. I just want to try one thing. When you, what kind of breath do you take as soon as you start? Before Quando.
Wait, did I start her timer? Shoot.
I breathe before, and I try to breathe like really deep in the body to have the right support.
Yeah, exactly. And do you do kind of a slow breath? Like you really take your time to, or do you go, I mean, in other words, how far do you anticipate your first, how far do you anticipate you start breathing before you start singing on your first entrance?
I think one tact before. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. I think that this aria is also deceptively hard.
Really
okay, so what I think is going to help you is to get a much wider stance in your body.
Yeah.
So I want more space in between your legs, and and people who take lessons with me regularly know we do all manner of crazy things to get space and width, particularly when you have a very slim frame like you have. We need to create more width to support on the rib cage, right? And I want you to find your fifth rib, which is right here. Can you set your music down, because it's actually better to use this one to go across the body?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want when you start again is to make sure that you're feeling this connection the whole time, because it's going to help you open the voice. And I want the same as we did with Natacha. I want to hear your voice trying to resonate a bit further back here, but don't change a whole lot. But just it needs to find more openness in the throat. And I think these two little things are going to help you find that without getting extra technical and bringing superfluous information. So can we just try the start of the aria? And I want to think of Kwa.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
So I try to feel this.
Yeah, you want to feel the expansion in your ribs. It's going to help. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good. Can I mess with you a little bit?
Yes, please.
Because we're looking for the place where we want all of this to resonate in the tube, in the throat, in the soft palate, everything. Don't worry so much about quando men vo. Can you actually do just a ka sound? Very good. Even more. I want even more space in your mouth. I know it feels like you're probably going, but you're not. All right, just try. Just trust me. You're gonna, because I already heard the sound when you did quando, but yeah, just try. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
That's cool. That works so good.
Does that feel like it goes more up in here when you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Tara, be my witness about this, by the way. Okay, she's not on camera, but she's the witness about this particular move, right? Yeah, she's like, yeah. Both
Okay.
Tara and Maya have been having their fingers in their mouths to find this space.
Yeah.
And it's like, team fingers in your mouth, because we need that.
Right there.
Actually, do you want to do that? And do the text as much as you want, but keep those fingers in your mouth.
Okay. Shall I really do this? Like this?
You're gonna really do it.
Yeah.
Okay. My teacher is working with me like this all the time. I'm always singing with my fingers in my mouth.
Okay.
My fingers are small, so I put 2, but you can put 1 if you want. Yeah.
I try one first.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Yeah. Boom.
No?
Okay, can we stop for 1 second? Just 1 second. I want Ella Balela. Ella. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not darker. Yeah. Okay, if we was just you and me and we had a whole hour, I would go into much more detail. First of all, that is really beautiful, and we're starting to hear the roundness that we want.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I'm picking on the e vowel is because the same e vowel for is going to be the same a that goes. I'm not going to sing a b right now, okay? But like
Okay.
Give me that same B, the same is in the low. So if you say "e la bellezza mia," it tells the brain this is the vowel that we want for the high note. I don't know why it's like that, because if that high note weren't there, you could probably go "e la bellezza mia" in the brighter spot. But because there's a B coming, we have to think rounder, darker, and constantly with this.
We think the position of the bead.
Already
The
in the
position of the bead down there.
Can you open this with your face? I
Yep.
need to see. Is that an E, that pitch? I've got the music here. Yeah, it's an E. Okay, so thanks, Puccini. I want almost like ah for "e la bellezza mia." Almost like ah. Okay? Yeah, very good. I'm going to put you back on speaker view so I can just see what you're doing. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I go on?
Let's go on.
Yeah, go on.
Get it, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now sex. Okay.
There's the point.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we want. All right. I want you. Again, sorry, because we only have a limited amount of time. I'm not going to go into every single thing technically we're trying to achieve. We're going to go for the expression point today. Okay.
Yeah.
I swear. I would love to help you with like all the things. Okay. But at the same time, what I want you to do is something extremely. Just trust me. I want you to put your arms like this and press on them. And I don't want the phrase to end. I want you to pull like you're pulling caramel. And I want it to go, because it's sexy. And this is going to help you pull and keep this inflation. But you need something sexy to do that is also going to remind you to keep the tension up. Yeah.
It's almost, it is a phrase that almost just like you physically grab.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing, right?
Or you could do it on a table, but for our benefit, and this is also keep distracting you, okay? It's all working together.
Yeah.
Okay, get your down to low E. All right. Okay, and now you actually are not helping yourself because there's a breath before che dagli occhi traspira. Breathe. And you're like, oh, you don't have my attention. You don't have like, I don't have your attention. Okay, let's try another way. All of this is like, I'm the hottest girl in the room, right?
Okay.
Let's try it again. Like really, really pull the top. You're like, ah. Breathe. Yes. And then for traspira, because it's an F to an F sharp, which is just not even fun to sing at all, you have to go traspira, traspira. You can't go traspira. That's going to make your larynx go high. Traspara, traspara. Just sing dagli occhi traspara.
Can I make one suggestion very quickly? When you come off that breath, before che dagli occhi traspira, or traspara, you know, that rubato there, that rallentando there allows you to move and then slow down. So in other words, when you come off,
Okay, that's just
so you
showing
go
off,
to it.
But yeah.
So that way, allows you to save energy and breath by speeding into where you slow down.
Yeah, and also
if you're slow from the start, you waste a tremendous amount of energy.
Oh.
So you can come boom, che dagli occhi traspira. And so it's like, okay?
Yeah.
And so it allows you to move your energy because you take the time, then you give the time back. Right?
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say, guys.
Okay, now, let's do the whole thing again. This crazy thing. Breathe.
Mhm.
Speed up, and then traspara, okay? I will say it. Don't stop singing.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to stretch. Let's go.
Ed sapor all'orna bramosia sottil,
Breathe.
ed all'io che traspira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was already
Now
done.
now
Does that make
cool.
sense?
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank
You
you
better
so
get-
much.
You better get sexy with it. I love it. That was awesome. Brava.
Yes.
Brava. And you're welcome, Julian. I wasn't going to sing the beat because I didn't warm up yet today. All right. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's awesome.
Now, get a room. Okay, I'm just looking at some of these comments. You all, I'm going to spank you. All right. Now, it's Buga time. More Puccini. I'm excited.
Yay!
Now, we couldn't download Turandot because it's not public domain, so I'm just going to have to remember it right in here.
Okay, good.
Daniel's getting it, though. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. You can take screenshots and send it to me. Tu che di gel sei cinta, right?
Yeah.
Pretend that I'm Turandot. I'm not even moved by this. I'm gonna
Okay.
kill. I'm gonna kill your boyfriend. I'm gonna kill your boyfriend. All right. Now,
Okay.
let me set my timer. Buga,
Yeah.
is there anything you'd like to tell us about you before we get into it?
I'm 26. I'm from Zagreb, Croatia, which is in Europe, and I'm a soprano. I had quite a road because some told me I'm a soubrette, someone told me I'm a mezzo, some told me I'm a spinto. So yeah, it was fun. So in the last year and a half now, I've changed everything and decided to take it in my own hands and do what I want to do.
All right, I
Good.
like that. I like that. Well, actually, your voice. I have an idea about what your voice is gonna do, and like you just said, you're 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just calm down. All right. All right. So let's hear some Turandot. I'm excited.
No, wait. I think it's working now. Sorry. My Bluetooth doesn't like me. Come on, dude.
It's okay because we like you.
I
Bluetooth, get with the program.
hope so. Okay, it's here.
Us being the chorus.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Super beautiful. Super
Beautiful.
beautiful. All right. Well, first of all, everybody was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
get that voice going. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to us about any trouble spots in this aria or something that you'd like to focus on today.
The whole aria is problematic. No, I'm joking. My
It's like-
problem is the
it's
vowel
hard.
A. My vowel A like goes like
Yeah.
So that's kind of my low point. And
Yes.
also just okay, I was like super excited right now, but like going through the breath with the breath through all the phrases. That's like for instance, this last one. Io chiudo stanca gli occhi. That one is I'm dying, and so.
So this is like you have a very large voice.
Yeah.
And you're still very young,
Mhm.
and so you're going to probably go through at least one more vocal transition, I would say, until you're going to sing this on stage. But I think you will sing it on stage. Okay.
Yeah.
So just don't worry about
Yeah,
that at all.
yeah.
So the first thing is when you start. All right, I've got to get my. It's a B flat, right?
Yeah.
It's like the border voices, right? No, it's really more like for a true lyrical, maybe to a spinto, depending on the Turandot. I wouldn't say it's a sufficient role.
I mean, I always looked at Liu as a lyrical
Yeah.
role myself.
Yeah.
So
for you, it's about gathering your voice. We don't have to work on roundness, all right? We have to work on gathering it and making it more into a cupola. And to make sure that there's actually this thread throughout the whole line. Because we always need that no matter what we say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not that something sticks out and then something else is. So anyway, all right. Start very meditative in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because you're approaching a princess, right? And you're afraid. But you actually already know what you're going to do. So you have a lot of things happening at once. You know you're going to commit suicide. You know that you're speaking to a princess. But maybe you're still deciding. You're like, am I going to do this? 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 I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And it's always underneath the whole time. Always, 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 always in this tension. And she could also just like send a knife and like put it right. Like, so there's like, so we want something very respectful, meditative, but also, I mean, you're kind of like throwing shade because you're like, tu che dice sei cinta. It's like, okay, all right. So you're not really sure you want to say that in the beginning, but you are going to say it. Technically speaking, I want everything on the same line, like a string of pearls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try it again. Bravo. Can you do it a bit easier? Sorry, Buga. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Can you just onset pluck the sound from back here? Just let it spin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful.
Go on, or
Go on. Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
can you try one more thing. Can you do the same thing?
Yeah.
And actually speed the tempo up for yourself a little bit there. Just as soft, just as.
Yeah.
That kind of, yeah?
okay. Yeah,
No.
I always like to with Puccini. I always like to like go slow.
Oh, yeah. No, we all do.
We all want to do because we're like,
We all do.
this vocal
It's-
line
'cause
is
it's
so
awesome.
it's so luscious,
Yeah.
right? But no.
Yeah. And that actually helps with the legato. You don't have to think about it as much because there's natural kind of a movement in it, right? That
Okay.
you have to fabricate. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Keep going.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. One second, Buga. It's an A flat on the top. I think you're sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try your best. Sorry, it's a F to an A flat, right?
Yeah.
Try your best not to open the F too soon. The F is a
Yeah.
straight note. If you open it too soon, a crazy thing will happen in your passaggio, and it'll actually make it more shallow than you want. You think you're making the space that you need for the top. One, not just you, all of us. We think we're doing it, but we're actually making it too forward. So, and then pull it back. All right?
Okay.
Let's try. Back in the meditative thing. What were you going to say?
No.
Okay. Buga, can you try to make it a little simpler?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to open so much in this part of your voice.
Yeah, I know. I always with my big mouth. I was like,
Okay, it's okay. It's
it's
fine
great.
because we also hello.
sorry. I'm back.
Okay, we want all that round color,
Yeah.
but it's actually what's so funny is this is an illusion, right? The color's happening here. We direct it here. So if you open too soon, you're actually going to lose resonance, and it's a bit like doing this because you're like, oh, I think that I'm making more sound, but it's having the counteraction that you don't.
If you look at it as an angle, if you're too open too soon, it looks like that. You're singing like this, and it wants to be like we want it like this. Hang on a second.
Agata, can you please?
Here
there we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Very good. All right, no, go to speaker view, please. There we go. Just stop it. There we go.
It's going to come up.
Got
it.
Okay, why is this happening?
I don't know. Anyway, okay, Buga, go for it.
It's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just 1 second.
Yeah.
Let's encourage more movement through the line so it's not so choppy. And this is a little afterthought.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
On this, I think one of the things that you can do with this, just in general, is really play with your tempo on it. I know it's a really simple thing to say, because what happens is it gets locked.
Yeah.
And we make something big out of every note.
Yeah.
As opposed to being allowed to just sing. And so if you can pick that, and it will feel really fast, but actually out here it won't be fast.
Okay.
That immediately stimulates the movement of air, how you ever use it for yourself, but that movement through the sound.
Francisca is saying, and the bassoonist can die holding the long note in the orchestra.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can.
Never thought about that. That's true, Francisca.
You can really, you can spin more for you, and that'll make it much easier. It'll make it much easier to move through it. And even that way, and even if what's the last phrase? It's almost like even though you take that breath, it's almost like it's part of the phrase before. That way it keeps moving. Okay?
Okay.
Just give that a
gonna do something mean to you?
She is. I'm not involved. If it's mean, I'm not doing it.
Okay. I'm gonna do something mean to you. All right. Okay. Because it's going to put stress on your air pressure. That's why I'm telling you to do that. So you will actually speed up.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm going to run out of. Sorry. More. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now just try it again without bouncing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
Of course.
There you go. Yeah.
Now really enjoy. We love your bottom notes, so we want to hear them.
This E.
Yeah. Yes. Come on.
Beautiful.
Prima di questa aurora
Okay, let's just, can I just hear from the maestro, Daniel? Isn't it prima di questa aurora, what is it now? What was the note, what was the phrase you just sang? Isn't questa aurora? If you get a conductor that is a jerk, he's not going to let you do that modification.
Okay.
So you have to be able to do it both ways. Prima di questa aurora, sorry, I'm screwing it up. Di questa aurora.
So to hold it even longer?
Well, no, it's about the text, but yeah, also hold it.
So wait. Prima di questa aurora, di questa.
Yeah, brava.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have to hear this.
Yeah.
Okay.
prima di questa aurora.
No, wait, sorry.
See, that's aria.
Prima di questa aurora, di questa aurora.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing the last phrase?
Okay, I can't. I have to die now.
Now think about this. Io chiudo stanca. It's an F, right?
Yeah, no, it's a G flat.
Oh, right. Okay, so that needs even more of what I'm calling gathering. If you
Okay.
do Io chiudo stanca, how does it go? Sorry, I don't have a score.
Yeah, but like that. Io chiudo stanca gli occhi. That's it.
Okay, so the per, non, vederlo più are all different worlds.
Okay.
They all need planning. You cannot sing them all in the same place. So the
Okay.
per is the most gathered. What I mean by that is the tongue position is actually the highest. But we don't have. I got something is happening with your sound. I don't know what. Because you keep popping up on my screen. But don't worry, we love you. So per, non, vederlo più is all different. That's why it's annoying. Every single note needs organization, but it starts with the per, and it cannot get too on you to start. It has to be almost but not. Then you're going to be
You
like.
don't have anywhere to go.
But the is but
Okay.
it's that in the roundness that you have. Sorry. See, we don't have enough time. Okay, sing it for us.
Okay.
Sing it for us. Okay. Il
That's-
nome. Okay, yeah. Brava.
Yeah, that's access to a different space. That started to go there.
So just technically what's happening is basically your tongue was higher, which means you're accessing new resonance. We don't have time to get into it now, but if you will do that, you will find more stability in your top.
Yep. It's going to go up in here.
Wow. That's beautiful. It's a great aria.
Thank you.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Nice.
All right. Now it's time for Bonnie Joy. We also have Puccini. We have Mimi. Bonnie, do you want to tell the group anything? I think we've worked on this before. So.
Hello. Well, Sula, you heard me just sing the first phrase briefly while I was learning it. That was like a while ago, and now I worked on it. Yeah.
Which one is it? The first or the
Donde, lieta.
Third act. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been singing this for like 4 or 5 weeks, I think.
Nice.
Feels pretty good. I'm Bonnie Joy, by the way, and I'm 25. I went through a big old vocal thing this year. Went from thinking I was a coloratura, and now I'm singing like fat music. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and we even played with Norma, and it sounded good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Miss Bonnie Joy. Let me just get all of this going. Let me mute me, and let me start this.
All right, I don't know if my sound is right, by the way. I sent that article. I hope that it's okay. I hope you can hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell me when you're ready. You ready? Okay. Ah, shoot, the ad. Okay.
Donde, lieta, usci, tuo grido d'amore. Torna Mimi, a solitaria nera, addio, senza rancor. Ascolta, e mancherà ad una che lascia in spese. Nel mio cassetto stanchiose, quel cecchetto d'or, il libro di preghiere. Invoggi tutto quando con grembiale manderò il portiere. Sotto il guanciale, il cielo schietterà,
I'm like, okay.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Yes. Great.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
That's gorgeous. That's totally nice.
I'm just so happy to be able to sing for people.
Yeah.
Wow.
We get that.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Is that our job? Is that what we do?
Do we still do that?
I don't even know.
Do we
I
even
didn't
do that
even know
anymore?
we do that. Okay, no. Brava. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. It's great.
Okay, so because you have a big old voice like Buga, it's about bringing simplicity where there's simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the full impact when you get to let the voice go.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So at the very beginning, she's very matter of fact. This is like, okay, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like that. It's fine. And I'm going to go. So when you start, I want to talk to you about your onset, because your onset is sometimes a little bit German, and it has to be more, it has to be lighter for Italian music, okay?
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just start from the beginning, and let's just go phrase by phrase. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Can I get it a little more simple?
Donde lieta, usci, donde lieta.
It's a simple. It's in your speaking range.
You don't actually need as much voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels so good.
Same depth.
Yeah.
But simpler because that'll show the conductor. I could make more of this, but I am such a classy singer that I don't need to.
Don't need to. And then later is when you show.
They're like, oh, guess what? You're like, okay, all right. Here, it's like, let me tease you a little.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, it's donde lieta. You're going
Donde lieta,
and we're like, it's beautiful.
donde lieta, usci.
Because al grido d'amore is the important part. Come on, you can do it.
Okay.
I don't have to tell you. You already know. Donde lieta usci.
Donde lieta, usci, al tuo torna solo.
It's not solo.
Mi.
Right. Okay.
Relax it. Just relax it. You're good.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
That's diva stuff.
Nice.
That's diva stuff.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's organize this because it's not about a vocal thing; it's about an organizational thing.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Yaga is beautiful.
Donde and this we're all loving
Fantastic.
this. We're like, let's get this.
Kill it.
All right.
Kill it.
Donde lieta usci il grido d'amore, torna sola Mimì al solitario nido. All one idea, but she's trying to get through it. So she's trying to do. Norman and I went through this when we were gonna like not go out ever, and he said he didn't like me the second time.
Yeah.
It was very much that. All right. It's like it'll be like this. It'll be like this. It'll be like this. But al solitario nido, suddenly a little outburst happens, a little one. So it's like donde lieta usci. That all has to be sort of a contained thing. Don't make a lot out of any of the notes. Just do the rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that same place. Just pay attention to the rhythm, and then al solitario nido can finally have the emotion that you want to let out. You're containing yourself up until then. You're trying to show like I'm not gonna give into this emotion. I'm just here. Get your stuff. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
From the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nothing until al solitario nido in terms of letting anything go. Okay. Let's do this.
Donde lieta, usci al tuo grido
Bravo. Nice.
Like that. I like that a
Yes.
lot. I think you can help yourself. Literally, it's a little thing. I intesse finti fior. I intesse. Just do a little bit forward movement there, and then
Okay.
give us that sexy diva time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buga,
all right.
this isn't my costume, by the way. This is my outfit.
Your outfit. Okay, now let's be matter of fact.
Okay.
Addio senza rancor.
All
And
right.
you walk away. Oh, but hang on one second. I just want to say one more thing to you. Like, we had a great time, and there's no hard
Gather
feelings.
my stuff.
Yeah, like there's no hard feelings. There's just like one thing there and that one thing there. Like, again, it's very matter of fact. Again, she's let herself go, and she's like, oh no.
Okay.
If you let yourself go, you might tell him, by the way, I'm literally about to die, and that's what you're trying to spare him. You're trying to spare him that knowledge. You're not trying to tell him I'm about to die. You're trying to be like, it's a clean break. It's fine. By the way, I'm gonna die, but it's fine. You're trying not to be emotional, because if you get emotional, you'd be like, I'm about to die and I'm so afraid. You don't want that.
Okay.
Addio, matter of fact, senza rancor. And it doesn't,
Okay.
you don't let it go again until the outburst. Save away. That's when you let it go.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
simple.
That's the big one.
That's it. That's the whole thing. Everybody's waiting on the edge of their seat, like,
Yeah, it's literally it's pianissimo and then it's PPP when you get over.
Right.
At least in our score, I don't know what score you got, but in this score, and then you get to ba, it's PPP. So like it's literally pianissimo, pianissimissimo, and then pianissimissimo, and then you get to se vuoi. There's the first forte.
yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
obviously, that's not pianissimo so
It's
far that you come off the
stage
voice.
pianissimo.
It's stage
Yeah.
pianissimo. But nonetheless, that it's more the intention of that you know, okay, I can actually just kind of stay
Chill.
here, and I don't have to.
And also,
Go
this
at
is
it.
just a point for you guys, just general point, and
Right.
we'll go back to this. As you like perform more and you have more of the pressure of performing, you're going to be wanting to find those places where you can just chill and chill and chill.
Yeah, these long rolls
No.
are about where you chill and
You
then
just want to
give.
be, all
Right.
right? So, Bonnie.
Yep.
Okay. All right. From addio.
Yeah.
Addio senza rancor.
Am I on my A flat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. Can you just do addio? Can you just almost say it?
Okay, make it less of a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it less of a thing. Just almost say it.
Addio senza rancor. Ascolta, ascolta, io che rompe ad una che lascia sparse. Nel mio cassetto stanchiate, puoi cercando là il libro di preghiere. Invoggi tutto quando non il portiere.
Could I just ask a question? When you start involgi tutto, where do you visualize the phrase going?
In un grembiale.
Okay.
Then mandero.
That's fine. Great. Because right then, what was happening was Involgi tutto quan. You want to start that track forward in your mind before you even onset. So that we
Okay.
boom. Involgi tutto quanto in.
And
Yeah?
also,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, is it getting too like saggy?
Yeah, it's too,
Yeah,
it's too
just
much up and
stopping
down.
on
We
you.
need
It's
more of
stopping on you.
this.
So you just-
Involgi tutto quanto in grembiale manderò il portiere.
This is like, for
Oh,
me,
there should be a breath. Sorry, there should be a breath.
yeah, feel free
Yeah,
to.
I'm breathing. Don't worry.
The funny thing about this is what makes Puccini so hard.
Yeah.
Is there's this constant move, few beats of boom, move. It's this constant rubato, and that it's insanely difficult.
And also, when you have a portamento like that, you don't crescendo. You just go. Anyway,
Yep.
sorry, it's a lot of info. Okay.
Yeah,
just,
sorry.
Just sing.
Good.
You're
Yeah,
good.
just
You're
say
good. Go for it.
Okay.
Involgi tutto quanto non grembiale manderò il portiere.
Bravo, bravo. Yep.
I'm sorry. Am I on E? I don't hear it. Can you play it? All right, I'm right.
Sotto il buon cielo la fiata rosa.
Now you can let go.
Se vuoi serravallo addio, addio, senza
Yeah, I love that
Yeah,
ending.
fantastic.
That's
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
It's
That's
easy. You're
gorgeous.
just like, boom, do it.
Okay, this is just like little organizational things. The first se vuoi is you let it go. The second se vuoi is like, oh, should I have done that? And then it's like, okay, no, I'm going to go for it. But yeah. Okay, Julian has his hand raised. Julian, we see you. Just 1 second. There is technically a diminuendo on that A flat. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can do it.
So, like, it has it in one score and it doesn't in my recording, which is weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it.
If you can do it, just
If you
do
can
it.
do it, do it.
I'll
It's
do
very
it.
effective.
Oh, yeah, it's your
Very
mistake. Okay,
effective.
don't worry, Julian. It's fine. Okay, our time is up. I think we
Is it?
touched on the things that are. Yeah, my timer went off. I think we touched on the things that are important. I think for you, it's I think it's like for everybody. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back on everybody's view. So I think whenever we're looking at arias, we have to have not only the vocal roadmap, but the artistic map as well, because that's going to inform where we can rest, where we have to go, the expression we need to have. And I think like for you, Bonnie, just like seeing where can she let her emotion go? Where does she have to contain it? And because that makes it exciting for the audience too. Like you're not doing this, but this is just a general note. If we sing at the same volume all the time, then the audience kind of gets tuned out a little bit, even no matter how great it is. They need that differentiation with colors, with dynamics, with rhythm, all of that stuff. And so that's just a general thing for all of us to remember. But Bonnie, that's a great aria for
it's
you.
Beautiful.
It's going to be a nice role for you.
And
too.
you have you've got the it's in your voice, right? So you can start to play with your timing and play with your colors and play with, not that you're not already doing that, you are. But I'm just saying you can do that even more and take it even further. Because so much of what this is, I'm sure I'm telling you something you already know, but you know, it's timing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's timing. Yeah. You know, it's that tempo is your drive. It's at the core. That rhythm is what boom, 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 boom. Donde, lieta, usci, and so there's that. How do I feel that kind of internal metronome that I can go in and this anyway? So play with that stuff because it's great.
I just want to congratulate everybody who sang today.
Yeah, it was
you all
great.
did a wonderful job.
You guys did a great
We have
job.
about 10 minutes only for Q&A because at 12 o'clock we have to do our next live to present the next unit of Beyond Your Big Break.
Yep.
And then I've got to actually teach. So that's why, otherwise we would just take like another hour and do Q&A. So that's kind of...
Thank you.
Oops, shoot, I just muted you. Ah!
I'm muted.
I can't.
Wait, what happened? Bonnie, unmute yourself. Sorry.
Oh.
There you go. Go
I
for it.
just want to say thank you so much. And that's a really good reminder for the role because it's a lot of music. And I'm like, how do I do this?
You know what?
So-
Every
Yeah.
role is a lot.
Yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah.
You guys are so welcome. You're welcome, Natacha. Okay, so guys, Daniel, would you also participate in this Q&A? If you have questions for me and Norman or questions for Daniel about technique, or if you have a question for Daniel, he can like choose to answer it or not. He'll be like, I'm not answering that. He's very good at like giving the hand, like, no, I'm not doing that. So guys, feel free, just unmute yourself and fire away. And at noon, we will be on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we will be talking about other stuff. Yes, I agree with Julian. Everybody did a great job. And we have Argentina in the house.
Yeah.
Go for it. Ask Daniel a question. And he might answer it, might not.
Okay, hi Daniel, nice to meet you. Just really fast from like a casting standpoint, do you think my ensemble is appropriate to walk in and be like, yes, I mean me?
Let's take a look at your ensemble again. Just a second.
Oh, sorry. My shoes are cute, but you couldn't see them.
You mean audition-wise?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is always, you have to I guess, find a way between overdress and underdress. So it is, you have to show yourself, yeah, you're coming here, you want to present yourself, but you shouldn't overdo it, obviously. Because after all, what counts is how you sing and how you present yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next question. Yeah, Tara.
Yeah, I have a question. Sula, as you know, that's the space between the molars has been giving me life this week. Yep. So can you guys talk more about that and this relationship of the tongue and the soft palate with that space?
Yeah. Would you like to do that? Or you want me to do that?
I could try.
Should I jump in? Because, okay, well, no, you do it.
I'll try and then, yeah.
All right.
No, because what happens is if we always need this all the time, even from onset. And I don't mean we open our mouths like that, but there's a separation of the molars because what that does, if I'm here, I'm immediately using all of this to valve the sound. As soon as I do it, I'm using my jaw, I'm using my tongue, I'm using something to control the sound. As soon as I start here, that immediately, it's not engaged.
Yeah.
So it forces me to support. That's the first thing. It forces me to engage what I'm doing here. And then the second thing is that it puts me immediately in the position of openness. If I'm there, my tongue naturally, the hump will go boom. As soon as I do it, my tongue can't fall back. It positions me in the right place. And it doesn't mean I go like that, right? So it's already there.
Because when we talk about the
Boom.
tongue, it's the root of the tongue. Okay?
Yeah.
Everybody always says
Uh-huh.
the tip
Yeah.
of the tongue needs to stand behind your hand.
Yeah.
Not necessarily so. It's the
True.
tongue root that
Yep.
needs to be high, not the tongue tip. If you force the tongue tip to be
A lot
here,
of times when people do it, they flatten their tongue.
Yes.
And the root is just as far back as it's always been,
Yeah,
right?
doesn't help. So,
Exactly.
But yeah, that's kind
So-
of Norman answer. I think like
Yeah, so the relationship is, when I do it, my tongue
Now he's
sits in the
already
right
trying to get in the
position.
room. I know.
Yeah, and then I'm immediately in, I don't need to do a bunch to try and get my throat open.
Oh.
I'm already there. If there's our teacher said something really funny once. He's like, people talk about opening your throat. Well, if your throat's not open, you're dead. So your throat's already open. You don't need to be like,
This
then
is,
you're
but
getting.
this is about
But-
this is about keeping the tube with the tube, and like as we tell people when we're working with them one-on-one, the tube, at least I imagine starting at my hips, going all the way through here, all the way through here. This stays expanded, goes at the back and the top of my head. And Anne-Sophie says the tongue root was the story of her life, and like we relate to that because if you have a dark color,
I get it.
you're sort of like trying to find where's the balance, and inevitably you're wrestling with that from time to time. So, you know, be encouraged. Don't worry.
Yep.
Questions? More questions?
Any more questions?
Now's your chance.
Maybe everybody.
Julian's going to ask me really complicated, I can tell. Don't do it. You better not do it.
Julian, he's got a question. He's got a good question, I bet.
Yeah.
But you don't have to ask any questions. It's okay. Don't worry.
I have a question
Yeah.
for all of the above. Do I have to sing the high E flat at the end of Sempre Libera?
Daniel.
We're going to let Daniel field that one.
No.
Yay!
Not necessarily.
I don't think so either.
We're in agreement.
I don't think so either, but
Go
I
on.
have to say it is of course cool if you can do it, but if you don't feel comfortable doing it, I would rather say no.
Would you rather?
Because that it's not like the E flats in Lucia or something. That one everyone expects, but the one in Sempre Libera is.
So
it's
Daniel,
optional.
would you like rather have the E flat or really good Act 2?
Well, obviously attitude.
I know.
But if you can add the high E flat as well, that's.
I spent a while on the E flat yesterday, and I think I got it, but it's just a matter of stamina at this point and making sure that I can get it after I've already sung the full aria. So
I mean, and that's the thing, and we have to consider that after that you still have
Right.
3 acts to go.
Exactly.
And I have also, like, okay, this is just real talk. I have been in the audience where the soprano didn't reach it and she got booed.
Yep.
Like, and she could, and it was the production for Aix-en-Provence. Do you remember that one, Daniel, like with the lights and Mireille Delange, and like she couldn't leave the stage? It was not Mireille who got booed, it was a different person. But it's that production from Aix-en-Provence from a few years
There's
ago.
a production where you sing Sempre Libera.
You just lie on stage.
But you just lie on stage.
You don't get
There's
to
no
leave the
set
stage.
change. I mean, you don't leave.
Evil.
So you're just
and
there.
And the audience in Berlin booed her, and she just had to lie there
And she
and
just
take
had to
it.
lay
And I
there
was
and
like,
take it.
this is my nightmare.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm in the audience watching this.
Yeah.
This is horrifying. This is like the worst thing ever. But I've been in lots of performances like that, and it's like, you know what? Wow, thanks everybody. But if you start to feel like you're reaching your limit with the C's, do not try and sing the E flat.
Don't do it.
It's just don't do it. It's not worth it, because crazy things happen when you're on stage. Like suddenly something that worked, you're like, all right, so that's just not going to work today.
And sometimes
All right.
actually the
Don't know why.
opposite will happen. Sometimes as you perform something, you start to groove it, you starts to grow. There will be a time where suddenly you'll have that E flat, but you may have you need to perform it so you're in that kind of setting so you know the energy you need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
So-
but like rule of thumb, if it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel easy,
Yeah.
with anything, don't do it.
You have to
Don't
be
do it.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's about being yourself, not what somebody
And
else
you
may
and you
expect.
definitely have a Traviata voice.
Yeah.
I would not be upset if you didn't put in the E flat. I would rather just hear a really consistent performance and hear you enjoy yourself.
That's it. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Agata has a question, please, Agata.
Agata, what is your question?
Oh, and Anders has a question.
And Anders has a question.
Wait. So can we please go in order?
And
We're gonna do those.
Okay.
Okay. So is it me? Is it?
Actually,
This is Agatha.
Excuse me, Agata. I think it was actually Anders, and then
Then
Agata, and then
Agata.
Sarah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Anders.
Go for it, Anders. What's your question?
You're muted.
Oh, wait. You're muted. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. No, so I just started with some Verdi, like Traviata, Rigoletto, and then some Puccini, and also singing some Meistersinger and stuff to sort of fool around with that. But I think it's very difficult to sort of, I don't want to sound too much, or like, it's about the compression and thing, and like, how do I stay stable without feeling that I'm overdoing? And to like, because I can feel that my body's getting used to a new sensation. but it's sort of difficult to find the balance in all these things.
Well, first question I would ask is, of what you just mentioned, what feels the best when you start, like, of those things, what immediately feels the best?
I think Rigoletto, maybe, or Meistersinger.
Okay.
Okay. And then, okay, so then which one are you doing? Papi or Donna or...
So sorry, say it again.
Which aria in Rigoletto?
Parmi.
Parmi. Okay, well, that is a very, I mean, Parmi is a very bel canto aria. That is a bit, so what does that mean? That means that we don't want width.
Yes.
Right? So that's one of the ways we keep from overblowing the voice or doing this, is that I keep and again, this is how everybody explains this differently, but a narrowness, a slimness of sound, slimness of airflow. It's still energized, but I never blow air at the sound. So if I go, can I have a F?
No,
never mind. So anyway, if I go,
sorry, I have to do something online very quickly. I'm listening.
But if so my point is, what if I apply that, I'm Parmi fere le lacrime scorrenti. So it's very soft and it's very slim. So I'm never scorren. I don't need a lot of scorrenti da quelle ci.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
so, because if I do that sometimes, I feel like I lose my depth and
the narrowness thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Something else, like if you notice what happened differently with Norman, so sometimes in an effort to feel like we are supporting the voice, we make everything rigid. What support is creating a hovering resistance. That is flexible, always flexible, never rigid,
never hard.
Because one of the things is the voice also, imagine, it's so hard right now, we're stuck in our houses, so we're kind of singing into the wall. But in an opera house, the voice takes time to go out into the audience. I think it's much bigger than we think and that we remember. And I think it's really funny, actually, like my interpretation always changes. Every time my foot hits a stage, I realize how much space I finally have. It's so much more relaxed. Oh, finally, like I can actually
the voice go.
And so we have to remember that also, just as a general note.
Yep.
But I hope that clears it up.
Does it help at all?
What Norman told you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, we have 2 more questions, then we have to quit.
Yeah. We have to.
So then we have Agatha and then Sarah.
Hey, thank you so much for allowing me to join, and
thank you for
I really appreciate it. Of course, this is really helpful, and I got a lot of good information. My question is about building stamina, because I'm a coloratura soprano, and like the money notes for me is like high E's and E flats and all that stuff. So like the person, the other lady asked the question, how do you then build that stamina to always be able to sing the high E's when you get to the end of the aria?
So what you have to do is you have to train your voice in both directions. Oftentimes, if we're to strengthen the top, we're like, okay, middle top, middle top, middle top. No. We have to go from as low as we can to as high as we can and build the resistance in both directions. That is how you're going to reach the height, because your chords, it's like they need that stretch and they need it throughout the range. Yep. And to challenge yourself to go even above and beyond. If I warm up my voice, I mean, I wouldn't sing higher than a D on stage, but I always warm it up to at least an E, to the top of what I can manage with my instrument. And so it's like always just pushing the limit, but I also go down even to a low D, F sharp, F, E, like way down, because I know that's going to strengthen the top. And then in terms of stamina, you know what? It's like any other exercise. You build it up daily, you build it up with consistency, you build it up with, I like to deal with my phrases sort of one at a time, but then I will, with my pianist, as an exercise, no matter how good or bad it is, usually bad, I will go through from the beginning without them interrupting me, because I have to build up that kind of stamina. Singers often forget to leave that part in their routine.
Yeah.
Or they only do that. So we need both. We have to build up the spot training. Just like when I mean, I don't think any of you guys ever used to work out in the gym or you still work out in the gym. You do specific training for specific muscles, but then you actually have to do cardio. You have to do full body training because otherwise you'll have one part that's really worked out and the other part is not. And so I think we can take cues from that and work on our voices that way too.
Oh, it muted. Sorry.
I muted you because there was interference. But there you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's really helpful. Thank you very much.
Super. All right, now Sarah Broeter, last question. Get it, girl.
Hey, I wanted to ask, do you think Quando is a good choice for me, or do you think I should change the Fachrichtung?
Oh, well, I think that you've just started learning it, so it's kind of hard to say. I think you need to keep with it and try it a bit more. It depends. It's always a matter of taste because some casting directors like to have the same voice for Mimi and Musetta, and they'll look for a similar color because of how much they're doubled in ensembles. So I think it's always good if we are attracted to an aria. It's always good to use it like an exercise without worrying about, will I sing it on stage? Will I not sing it? Unless it's hurting you. If it's hurting you, don't sing it.
Don't do it.
Okay, no.
If you feel like, oh, my larynx is coming up to my nose and I, can't stand this, then no, cut it immediately. But I think for you, keep playing with it, keep having fun. We heard that development as you're finding the roundness, which, makes me think, okay, probably if you keep working in that direction, you're going to be able to manage the aria. But I guess it just depends on what your goal is, because sometimes I like to work on things just to test myself. Like I will sing even for fun Isolde. I'm not trying to sing Isolde right now, but I like Mild und leise and I like trying it. And so why not? But no, I mean, like, so it's an exercise.
It's developmental.
Yeah.
It will strengthen you, it will broaden you. So there's that aspect of repertoire. So it doesesn't mean you're going to sing it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Yeah. And you need more time with it to really know. Because sometimes, like for the aria that I love to sing the most for auditions, I didn't dare sing it in public for probably a year or two from having first learned it. And so these kind of things really take a lot more time than we give ourselves credit for to really be at the level to be hired as a professional singer, which is like our goal, right?
That's the goal.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, totally.
So just be encouraged. Okay, let's just see. Can we please arrange a Living Opera live masterclass in a French-Italian country estate, drink lots of wine, spill some opera tea, learn some awesome arias? I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, we had actually wanted to do something like that in Vienna. But obviously, we're all spread out in different parts of the world
when we get past what we're dealing with right now, whenever that day may be, of course, we will do something like that.
But but in the meantime, what a blessing we have this technology. We can meet together. Yeah. I'm really proud of all of you guys. Thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you so much for doing this.
We will have the recording coming soon on YouTube. All the active singers are still here, right? Oh no, Gabriel isn't here. Sarah, Buga, Bonnie, and Sarah.
Yeah.
How would you feel about having this as a public video for people to watch?
That's fine.
You can say feel free to say
being courageous is working in spite of fear, so do it.
Okay, but it has to be complete. It has to be, everybody has to agree. Otherwise, I'll make it private like usual.
Yep.
But Sarah, how do you feel?
I think, I don't know. I would like to see it, but I think in general, I'm fine. But I would like to see it before.
You got it.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll set it on private. Everybody take a look. If you are happy, I will set it on public because I think it's also good for people to see you guys and see what we do and just see that we're working together and this is a great environment.
Okay.
All right. Don't be afraid. All right. Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us.
Daniel, thanks. Great to see you.
And for your input.
Yes.
And for being our maestro with the scores.
That's right.
We'll see all of you guys online.
We're gonna hop on the live now and talk about.
If somebody would come and show up, that would encourage us.
Yeah.
But don't
but don't feel any pressure.
All right, guys. We bless you. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye, guys. Bye bye.